Oh, I caught a bit of music in. Hello, everybody, and we're in space.
Transformers.
Close. That'll be next week. Spoiler alert.
That is what brings us here.
You see, this is clearly the new Star Trek game.
Yeah.
Our enemy.
Hi, Malgus. With your awesome cloak.
To the
I could go through all the characters there. That's Darth Malgus, the guy in the hood. The Twi'lek is Ilana Daru. It's Malgus' wife, who he later kills. That's a long story.
Whose wife?
Malgus' wife.
Oh.
That is Shae Vizsla, a Mandalorian, who later on becomes Mandalore. She's a bounty hunter. You couldn't tell by the jetpack.
Is in place.
I was going to say, most Mandalorians tend to be bounty hunters.
Or at least Warriors, or just general assholes. Oh shit, I'm late for my
The Jedi
golf meeting.
hunted us, drove us into
No,
the
that's not
dark
Vet,
places.
for everyone who thought it was. I love how well this was timed. I planned all this in advance, and as you can see, my plan worked. This was the I think it was the first trailer they released for the game.
It might have been the second.
Everyone's right and went, oh.
Banished us.
I remember watching
The
trailers.
game's nothing like WoW and its cinematics. The game is nothing like that.
Yeah.
I love this bit. Just all of them ignite. Like, yes. Something the films never do because they still abide by the stupid rule too. Now that's an MMO right there. Just everyone charging into each other. I like Malus. He's kind of a cool character. Brutal in his fights though. Kung Fu kick to the face. Well, it's not as fun as the ones that an older on, where Satil shot and drops a mountain on him. Oh! It's weird I enjoy this the most of the films. This scene, it's just insane. Damn, Darth Malgus. Oh, that droid you saw was T8, the droid from the Jedi Knight story, because he was present at the Jedi Temple. This is the sacking of Coruscant, an event referenced in the games, where the Sith Empire just showed up at Coruscant one day, went, "Hey, buddy," and just wrecked the place.
Yeah, it started the war, wasn't it?
Yes, and Malgus led his soul and just showed up. Dun, dun.
But this is all backstory to the game, though,
Yeah,
isn't it?
all the trailers released completely out of order. Because the first one's the one in Korriban where the Sith show up first. That's the first. They're all not released in order when they happen.
Gives us power.
You'll know because Malgus is in all of them. You see him in different states. He gets more and more cyborgified as he gets
Yeah.
mountains dropped on him.
Vengeance
If you strike me down, I shall. Oh no, not good.
is in revenge.
They just showed up at one day like, "Hi."
TIE fighters.
No, not TIE fighters. That's
look a
one
lot
thing
like
that
them.
annoys me about the Old Republic is how everything references the movies to the point of what. I know Star Wars technology stagnates, and there's a theory of why Star Wars technology stagnates.
Well, in theory, you could argue it's the same reason that any sort of technology stagnates. The reason, like, militarily stuff
We better
exponentially...
talk over this bit. Disney will have us in lawsuits otherwise.
Well, the reason you have technology develops exponentially in terms of, if you look at a comparison of between 1900 and 1950, technology advances in a lot of major ways, but then look at it compared with 1950 to 2000, it's huge leaps forwards, and the reason for that is, of course, is the Cold War. You have an arms race taking place between two major powers, and the point of any kind of technological advantage is you want to have the better equipment than the other guy. And usually stuff is developed for a military reason. It finds out it has civilian applications as well. That's why I think you get things like 4x4 cars and things like that. Developed for the military. And they realise, oh no wait, we can use this for the civilian market. Same thing with microwaves, radio, television, all these things. The original purpose for a lot of them was a form of military application, which they then realised had a civilian application that can improve the benefit of our civilians and our citizens. And by doing that, that means they can have a better life, they feel better about themselves, put more money into the economy, and that money can then come back to us to spend how we want, namely, how to beat the bad guys, which in the West meant defeating the godless commies.
Yeah,
Does that work for you?
No, that's not the theory I've had. The theory
What's
is
your theory?
the theory is the Force. Whether you believe into what Kotal 2 goes into, the Force is a sentient force, and that it keeps which is why it keeps things. The Force, there'll never be peace in Star Wars, because the Force is the reason there are so many horrific wars in the Star Wars universe, and the reason the Jedi and the Sith exist. But the Force somehow keeps technology stagnant, because it never changes. This is set thousands of years before Episode 1, and the technology does not change one bit between them. And that
No.
the Force is somehow responsible for keeping technology stagnant. It's a fan thing that they like doing because Star Wars fans have really nothing better to do with their time.
I'm just throwing forward my theory.
You're
based on
throwing her
history.
logic doesn't belong in this universe.
It's the reason that technology. It's like sort of since the end of the Cold War, technology, the growth of technology, is great in certain areas, but in other areas we've sort of not changed much. Designs of aircraft hasn't changed too much.
That's basic
Cost
rules of aviation, surely. Stops planes.
It's not just that, but if you look at a lot of things, the main thing that we have now is the sort of the half-life of a lot of technology is computer-based stuff. It's the whole thing of like a mobile phone circa the 90s compared with a mobile phone now. It's not a mobile phone, it's a computer in your hand.
You could actually call someone with one in the 90s.
Yeah. Nowadays, you can do everything but essentially what you're walking around with is a tiny supercomputer.
Yeah, there's more power in your iPhone than got to the moon in the 60s.
Yeah.
That's a scary thought. And, Hutter. Truly a shithill. So you're playing as the bounty hunter because he picked bounty hunter.
I didn't realise it, by the way.
And I do that a lot. Oh, I still do it. No, no. That was kind of a dick move because you didn't know the guy. And as we all know, the Hutts are truly nice people.
Yep.
People. They're slugs. Hermaphrodite slugs, but slugs.
Where's their race?
Hutts.
There's a hut.
Hut. They're Hutts.
Hut is a race as
Hut
well.
is a race.
Yeah.
A Hut culture is weird because getting fat in Hut culture, Hutties is the language, is a right, a privilege of being rich and powerful. There are thin Hutts in Star Wars. The fat ones, the fat ones, the most powerful ones that are allowed to be fat, like Jabba and Nemra and the other ones in this game.
Main attraction is here. Team, this is the girl we're
I will say that Bounty Hunter has the best group of companions in the whole game.
best shot I've ever seen in
I like Bounty Hunter. This is rare.
Some of the other companions I like Kira from Jedi Knight. I like that. I like Evil Jason and Sith Warrior because she's so cartoonishly evil it becomes amazing. But as a whole group, the Bounty Hunter gets the best companions. You've got Mako, who's adorable, bit too nice to be a bounty hunter. Gold,
Yeah, Mako's interesting.
Gold, who is hilarious, he got his one-liners.
love Gold.
Blizz, who's the best thing in the game.
Blizz is the...
I love Blizz. If you don't know who Blizz is, he's a Jawa from Hoth with the fur Parker hood.
Yeah, I love
He's
him.
just amazing. You meet on Hoth. And, who's the last one? Forgotten. The last companions are kind of crap anyway, if you don't remember them. But I like that. You do get a motley crew of badasses and as the bounty hunter. First bit go through the what stories are good and what stories are bad. Okay, Jedi Knight story is if you thought Episode 7 was original, you'll like the Jedi Knight story because it is your classic Star Wars. You are the chosen one Jedi to go fight the evil Sith Emperor, who you kill but don't really kind of get spoiled by the way, who you don't really kind of kill because they need to keep making expansion packs. Then you've got Sith Warrior, which is well, Sith Warrior is the Darth Vader. You are a Sith Enforcer for Darth Barriss the Fat, who is a great character. Darth Barriss, he's one of the few times they can play off an intelligent Sith, who isn't just cartoonishly evil. He's actually very intelligent and a very great planner. The most boring story is the Trooper one by far. It is exceptionally dull.
Are you not going to go through the rest of them?
I'm going for all of them all day. Jedi Counselor is you're playing as a Jedi, but you're not the chosen one Jedi, you're just another Jedi, and focuses more on secrets of the Force and diplomacy. You're a diplomat more than a warrior, Jedi Counselor. Sith Inquisitor is meant to be the Palpatine, but you spend more time hunting artifacts than you do playing Sith politics. There is a bit of playing Sith politics. It was also fun to be cartoonishly evil, because some of the best one-liners of just straight up sadism in the game. Smuggler has probably the funniest story of this lines that are funny. You are Han Solo. You even get a Wookiee companion later on.
I was going to say, a lot of them are literally based on some of the
Jedi Knight is
classic
Luke
characters.
Skywalker. Jedi Counselor, I believe, is Yoda kind of thing. Sith Warrior is Vader. Sith Inquisitor is Palpatine. Smuggler is Han Solo. Bounty Hunter is Boba Fett. The only two that aren't are the Trooper and the Imperial Agent.
Yeah, because they're sort of brand new in terms of they don't exist in the amongst the main cast.
A Trooper is exceptionally boring. The Imperial Agent is probably flat out the best story in the game with some of the best twists in it. As you play the game Imperial Intelligence against both the Republic and the Sith. Because you end up getting drawn into all the Sith games, much of the annoyance of Imperial Intelligence. You don't like the Sith because they spend years planning the Sith go barging and fucking it all up.
Be safe out there.
I'm always safe. Look at his face. We're on Hutter. The oh, then we got to change our interface because that's much better.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at the name he's got.
You remember Darth Reddin?
I do remember Darth Reddin. I like that you've got such a thing.
The story, no, Darth Reddin's based on someone we know.
Yeah, it's great.
It's when we first met him, he had the beard, didn't he? That just
Yeah,
reminded
beard and
me
the hair, actually.
so much of the character I made in the Republic. It was terrifying. So I made Darth Reddin.
Because this is also one of those rare instances where what we're looking at is a game that Sean and I have both
We
played.
both played this. I still
It's a
occasionally
rarity for us to do this. And oddly enough, it's not just a game that we both played. We played this game together.
for like 10 for a bit and then got bored.
Quite a while. We played it for a couple of
I've
weeks
forgotten how
together.
far we go. We've gotten that.
Quite far. I think we got to like the 20s or something.
I've only ever finished 2 stories in the entire game because I do Disintegrations halfway.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Nemo the Fatty Fat Hut. Uda Moda. Oh, 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 oh.
Bonjikuna.
Oh, 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 oh.
We're gonna want a Wookiee.
You don't seem entirely reliable.
I'm when a Hut's ever not reliable. I do love how they write the droid language in this game. It's very internet talk. It's like when you play the Jedi Knight, your first command you get is a droid. It's like T8 plus Jedi equals friend. Man, that's adorable. Because in the films and even in the original KOTOR games, there's just bleeps and bloops. Like R2D2, you never know what exactly they're saying, but you get the gist. In the same way you do with R2D2, you kind of know what he's saying. My personal fan theory is R2D2 is the most foul-mouthed member of the of the Star Wars cast, but gets away with it because you can't understand him. But he
Most of them can understand
F and
him,
blinds his way around the place. Yeah, but you, the viewer, never know exactly what he's saying.
No.
But he F and blinds all over the place. Like, he strikes me as that kind of guy who's seen it all and just doesn't give a shit anymore. And is fed up with C-3PO shit. So, yeah, we're playing as a power tech, by the way. 'Cause you can now select your advanced class in character creation. Oh, how this game's changed. I remember playing this game in beta. That was a fucking long time ago. How different it is now. And how better it is. We're in level 2. You level up insanely fast this time. I'm reaching it again, just like a different one. It's not quite right. Should full screen. It's like actually Reed was on the screen. Ah, full screen. The joys of the interface editor. Must get my taskbars right. Otherwise, this whole game goes to shit. So yeah. So you've played SWTOR, or Tor, I believe it's called. SWTOR sounds like a disease. So, Tor, you played Tor.
Yeah.
You can talk about it. Go.
I quite like. Well, the thing is, I'm trying to think of the classes I've played as. Mostly Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter is my class of choice here.
Power Tech, or I forgot what the other one's called. Mercenary. That's the other one. I forgot what it's.
No, it is Mercenary.
He's a mercenary. Yeah. He
It's
gunslinger.
Power Tech and Mercenary.
Gunslinger is a.
I went with Mercenary's the gunslinger, isn't it?
Mercenary is the healing and the dual wielding. Blast pistols. Since I've only got one, if you play as mercenary, you dual wield blast pistols, like Jango Fett
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, I went Mercenary, I think.
I think I needed a healer. Because I was probably tanking this Juggernaut.
Yeah, you were tanking. I wanted dual wield as well, I think.
Dual wield is
I'm pretty certain I did.
a long time ago.
Yeah, because I
I
remember
don't
I
think
changed
Darth
my
Reddin
mind.
exists anymore. I deleted him because I need space for other comparators.
Ah,
But I have Darth, wherever my current level 60 something Sith warrior is.
I need to get back into it.
So it's not Darth Vader. I've already completed 2. I completed Jedi Knight as a female Twi'lek Jedi Sentinel. So I can pretend to be Ada Secura from the Clone Wars, the dual wielding Twi'lek, who gets brutally gunned down in episode 3.
Yes.
That's a brutal. Jesus Christ! And proof that you can non-Force users can take down Jedi. It is possible.
Yeah.
Just ask HK47. He gives you a whole spiel in KOTOR 2, which we will get to one day, of how to take down Jedi. In the gleeful detail that HK47 gives all the details about killing people.
All right. You've got basic powers of observation. Any other
wasn't really
useful
flirting.
skills I should know about?
If only,
I've got a weird idea of flirting.
Flirting hard, like
my partner Zinni and I train and supply bounty hunters. Got a little area to test out new gear, the whole bit.
It's been ages since I last played,
Really
though.
impressed Braden? Go let Zinni show you what she knows.
Some people don't like the art style
Excuse me,
of
stranger.
the Republic. It's
I don't
very
mean to be overly
cartoony.
familiar, but I think you're just
It's,
like me.
yeah,
It's done.
You know-
It's the same way WoW was made cartoony. Hey, Warcraft was always cartoony, but
it's less cartoony than WoW.
it ages better. Because WoW still looks good.
fair,
Okay, they've upped the
you did
graphics
seem in
recently,
touch.
and by recently I mean a couple of years ago.
You would act the same.
Yeah, well, they didn't just up the graphics; they redid a lot of the designers as well as a
Textures
result.
were made higher res,
Understand
and-
me? Gifted.
Especially on the characters. WoW still looks
He has
beautiful if you
the
want to do
ability
bits
to
of
train
WoW.
on Korriban and become
And a lot of that
sick.
is the art style more, isn't it?
My husband trained on Korriban. He had
Which
his
reminds
chance
me of the
at
Clone
rule,
Wars,
but failed.
the CG Clone Wars
Now
series,
he
not the
learns
original
skills
hand-drawn
of a
animated
slimy
CG series.
Oh yeah,
Will
In
not
what it
touch my
reminds me of.
son
I
to
don't mind the
see.
cartooniness to it.
Please.
it's similar. I
It's
mean,
different
not-
to KOTOR, but KOTOR was a lot
That's it
more.
for me.
I hesitate to use the word gritty with Star
But I'd
Wars,
give
but
everything I have for my
KOTOR
son.
was also a long time ago. No, when it was
Yeah.
made.
My
And it was.
language. Good. I knew I'd find somebody sensible eventually. He took my son to the
Hutter,
shuttle
everyone here is
Tom
sensible.
officer there,
Hutter,
believe they
not
contacted
originally
me
the
when they showed
Hutt's
up.
home world. They destroyed the original home world,
My husband may not.
Yes, they
know
did,
and
didn't
they moved here and just basically kicked the Evokai, who are the hibernated of this planet, made into slaves.
who you meet in the game
Yes, there are
quite
Evokai-
early
There
on.
are Evokai in the game, who are basically made slaves of the Hutts, in the way they make
That's one of the things I like about this game, actually, in terms of what you can do with your outfits. You can unify colours.
Not if you're free to play, you don't pay for it, you can't.
No.
Oh,
but
we'll talk
you-
about EA's free to play policy. How
Yeah,
it's-
because you can talk about that more than I do, because most of the
EA
time I
have
was
one.
free to play.
EA are bastards, period, and they're the only people that have to make Star Wars games anymore.
Hey, look who's back. How'd it
Because
go
Disney's
after
deal
that?
with them.
Find anything?
But free to play in this game is barely playable at times
That's
because
like
it's
a data pad in a
restrictions
safe
on
house.
inventory space, credits,
Give it over and
how
I'll
much
see what I
XP
can
you
do.
gain, so you level up a lot slower. Can't do I think one flashpoint a week. It is way too restrictive. If you want to play this game,
Pleasure's
subscribe.
online, big guy.
'Cause you'll
How
play.
much is subscription?
I can't remember. There's various options for it, from one-off payments to recurring payments, depending on how you want to do
Who's
it.
in a generous
Go
mood
check the
today?
Your Public website.
Hey, Braden.
I can't remember
How
off
was
the top of my head. I
Nimrod
haven't subscribed for so
Palace?
long.
We getting our hunter in to see this hut?
Preferred is alright, which is what you get if you were a subscriber and you're not. You go down to
We're not there
preferred,
yet. What have you
which
got?
is better and more
Data
playable,
bathroom
but
versus safe
you are
house.
still
Crack the
most
encryption
annoyingly
in the
restricted on credits to I think
Check out that
350,000, which isn't that
Our
much.
boy Vex keeps
Means you're a lot
detailed
of
records.
high-level upgrades because over
There's
a
a
million
receipt here
credits
for a
to
shuttle ticket he bought today. We'll
buy.
have to move fast. Only the bold
Tell us
make it
going
into the
on.
great hunt. And Vex is a bold target. He's a champion gunslinger. Completely
Kind of a
ruthless.
dickhead if I remember correctly.
What do you say, Hunter?
Vex.
Ready to take down Vex all by yourself?
All by yourself.
Sure, that's a good idea.
Like my voice.
Of course I'm sure. You're the best shot I've ever seen. You just lack experience.
Yes, I am the best shot
You
you've
head
ever
out
seen.
now
There is
and
no
catch
one
Vex
better.
at the shuttle port before he
Not
escapes.
the rest of those crappy bounty
Bring back
hunters.
Vex's ID tags is proof that you're the one who got him.
I can't bring back his head. This is probably if you're in the.
So what was? We've not gone through the rest of the actual plot lines.
Oh, okay. The whole game is a fucking nightmare to narrate. Set, I think, 300 years after the KOTOR 2, which is set 5 years after KOTOR 1. You're set in the period known as the Galactic Cold War. After the Sith invade, which you saw at the beginning, eventually reaches a stalemate where the Sith and the Republic sign a treaty, the Treaty of Coruscant, basically limiting wartime down to peace and borders and basically the Cold War. They enact the Cold War between the Republic and the Sith Empire. When the Sith are actually allowed to have an empire, it was actually run by someone. Okay, the Emperor's not competent. The Sith Emperor doesn't give a shit about his empire. But the Dark Council runs the Sith Empire more than the Emperor does. And basically, there's a Cold. Well, for Act 1, there's a Cold War. For Act 2, full war breaks out again. And shit gets really effed up. Going into individual plot lines, it gets a convoluted mess of stuff that happens.
Well, you were going through a bit earlier what some of them sort of major plot lines are for
For each
some of
character,
the
will
some
be
of the, yeah,
here,
some of
will
the, some
be
of the
here a
classes.
week. Jedi Knight is say, your average Star Wars story. You are insert Luke Skywalker. Point here, the chosen one, special, most awesome pants, who will save the day because you're special and because the Rise can't come up with any other bullshit reason. Because you have the Force, and that's the go-to plot device in the series. Jedi Counselor is more of just a normal Jedi. You're still really powerful from the Force, but you're not treated like you're fucking Jesus. And it's based more around diplomacy and negotiations. What the Jedi are actually meant to do, not fight. Smuggler is, I believe, begins with a treasure hunt. You're hunting down some lost treasure or some pirate. Who, because the whole point of this one of the story is you're trying to get rich. Smuggler, really. Although they find ways to pull you back into the war. Trooper is you are a leader of elite special forces and stuff happens. I don't know. I fell asleep. Sith Warrior is you are the enforcer of Darth Barris and you go around threatening people. If you want an interesting story, play Sith Warrior light-sided. It's an interesting way of playing it. Because everyone expects you to be a brute thug, and the light side Sith Warrior is much more of a manipulator, and it surprises people. Sith Inquisitor is Sith politics / archaeological artifact hunt, where you try and absorb more power so you can just kill people in various horrific ways. Bounty Hunter is the great hardened, and then I forgot what he was about. I can't remember. But you're basically a Mandalorian, where you become a Mandalorian bounty hunter and you go around hunting. Bounty Hunter is one of the most repetitive storylines because it's go here, find target, shoot target, rinse and repeat for next planet. A few bits played in of Mandalorian politics. Imperial Agent is a good story, you should play it yourself without me spoiling what it's about.
She won't know any different.
Done.
Thank you.
Seriously, play the Imperial Agent storyline, it's really good. I think it's really good in the same way KOTOR 2 is really good. It's not Star Wars. It doesn't do what Star Wars does. It just turns it on its head. It's a great storyline because of it. All the kids look weird in this game. There are like a few kids you ever meet in this game, but they look weird. To point this out.
So I missed that one. What decision did you go with?
Light side.
Ah.
I'm playing mercenary, but not a complete dickhead. Save that for my Sith characters to play a complete dickhead. Because it's fun. Cartoonishly evil, but there are some enjoyable moments, like sleeping with that guy's wife and then forcing Vet to watch. That's just an odd little decision. Oh, romances! There are romances in this game! And as of Rise of the Hutt Cartel, there are gay romances in this game. There were none in the original game, which is surprising for BioWare. They like to have had gay romances since before Mass Effect. But yeah, there are romance. You can romance your companion. Well, some of your companions can't romance all of them, and even other characters, major characters from later expansions, you can romance and get some funky time with. I would say sex, but you know Disney, you want to keep it family friendly. They've got to sell their lunchboxes. Sorry, make great compelling stories. Hotter is really orange. Best planet's Nar Shaddaa. I love Nar Shaddaa. It's a beautiful planet. Horrible place! Don't get me wrong, horrible place. But a beautifully designed planet with all neon signs. And has strip bars in it. Or at least pole dancers, isn't it? Like, whoa! Disney got wind of this, they would freak out. I want a Star Wars film that deals with the seedy side of the galaxy. Did you like
Didn't they nearly do a game about that?
Oh, yo, you mean Star Wars? Was it the 18, 13, wherever it's called? Yeah, we needed. Rumour that's getting remade. It was cancelled. Then Disney gave EA the rights to all Star Wars games because they hate us. So, might get it. But it's just always the idea of all Star Wars films are always about the Jedi and always about the, well, I would say Sith, but the film's never done the Sith correctly, so we'll just hit bad guys.
Rogue One isn't.
Yeah, but still the Rebellion and the Empire.
And
we've all been here before. And
yeah. I've seen having watched Rogue One displeased me in certain areas because it gave.
Rogue One, doesn't Rogue One have a droid that's so trying desperately hard to be HK-47?
It's very good. I do like him.
I like HK-47. HK-47 is hilarious. Because I remember there's a character in the Darth Vader Marvel comics who tries so hard to do what HK-47 does so effortlessly naturally, of just being a psychotic droid who's hilarious. You can get HK-51 in this game as a companion. HK-47 is in this game, he shows up later. And it's the only returning character who makes sense to be in this game. He's a droid. And I believe in the original EU, or as fans call it the EU, and they call the new films the AU. Because there's
the alternate universe.
Yeah, there is a degree of bitterness about some of the new stuff, and Disney retconning the entire EU. There's a degree of bitterness about that.
Oh yeah, because what's it called? It's Legends officially, isn't it?
This is technically part of. Because all stuff is part of Legends unless it's officially counts canon by Disney. And it's got to reach certain diversity quotas to be part of Disney. Anyway, off my rants about Disney and various other things. What was I talking about? Forgotten.
CD side of the galaxy.
Oh, CD side of the galaxy. Yes. You never really seen it. You know, most people forget this is a galaxy where slavery exists, and probably sexual slavery. What do you think those female Twi'leks are used for? If you want to be brutally honest, what do you think they're used for? But most people forget about that slavery. is a part of the Star Wars universe. And pirates. There's a horrific side of this universe. Star Wars is one of those things that can be really dark when you go into it. The things the Sith can do with the Force is horrific. You know, give HBO a run for its money and how horrific you can make something. But no, they've got to sell enough lunchboxes, otherwise Disney's margin doesn't get filled. Which is why I think I've always liked the EU over the films. EU is allowed to tell stories that are good. Films are designed to tell stories that are marketable.
I took the liberty of putting him on the shuttle myself.
Oh,
Don't shout, you have to lie and
sorry
blame
I
for this.
raised my voice. It's just, you know... Mother
Yeah,
cares
you should be.
deeply
I was
about
shoot
the
you in the
son.
leg.
How did you manage
Of course
to
you
convince my
do.
husband?
You care deep. Because any mother who cares deep about their son will send them to the Sith Academy.
Honestly, I think he knew what was best all along.
If you don't know, the Sith Academy is where most of the acolytes end up
Maybe
brutally
so.
murdered.
I guess married
Because,
people
well,
sometimes
Sith.
forget how to talk to each other. But at least my son's future is assured. Thank you very much. And here is the promised payment.
You're lying to her.
She's a horrible mother. Like I said,
She is a horrible
so
mother.
fuck her. She can't find me. She doesn't know who I am. I'm just one of the many nameless bounty hunters who wanders through this town. Where are we in? Let's talk about things they don't like about Tor. Mainly whenever they bring Revan into it.
Hey, Jory. Brayden.
I thought she'd Alzheimer's then. It's Oldtimers. I was like, hey, Alzheimer's. Oh, they're dead. Who never saw that
He's
plot
the
point
old
coming?
man.
Hold.
Looks
Wait,
pretty
let me
dead.
check.
Jory.
Brayden, you alive? He's dead. Sorry, Mako.
The old man's really dead. But he...
You can hear the music as well. It's like, certain emotional sequences. They always use the classic music from the films, don't
this
they?
game is whenever they want something to be creepy, they'll use KOTOR 2 soundtrack. Because that game has a great atmosphere to it. Another thing I want from Star Wars, creepy. KOTOR 2 is genuinely unsettling at times. It just has great atmosphere about it.
You had some...
Oh, swell the
You were
music.
saying about Revan, though.
Revan, if you remember Revan, you've seen KOTOR 1.
Yes, we've played it, yeah.
For all the dialogue that you enjoyed so much.
I don't know what came over me. It's just...
KOTOR 2 is way more talky, but KOTOR 2 is a lot more darker and interesting.
I know. you
Revan
did
is the
that.
mastermind OP original character that BioWare created.
He's gone.
Go for the history of Mandalorian Wars, was an entire
Must be
nightmare.
somewhere.
Either way, he's in this game. Which was a stupid idea because he's set 300 years later and he should really...
Where's he in the game? I know we faced one
He's
of
in
the
the...
Knights of
What
Revan.
happened after KOTOR 1, Revan's memories come back and he remembers...
This.
Before the Mandalorian Wars, him and Malik went off into the unknown regions of space and found the Sith Emperor, the current Sith Emperor, the actual Sith. They tried to fight him and returned to the dark side of the
Someone's
Force.
tampered with the recording.
He then returned with Malik and the Starfall and started the war you've seen in KOTOR 1. After Malik betrays him, he gets his mind wiped by the Jedi, because remember, Jedi are the good guys. They totally mind wipe people. After a while, his memories come back, and he heads off back out to find the Sith Emperor. He then gets captured, betrayed. He gets betrayed by Lord Scourge, one of the characters, he's been prisoner to the Emperor for 300 years. He shows up later when you rescue him from prison, and it's like, really? Do we need him in the game? You can reference him in the game, like the Revanites on Droman Cast, that's fine. And even HK-47 in the game makes more sense, he's a droid. And like I said, in the original EU, HK-47 survived up to the Clone Wars. A droid survives anything. But yeah, they should have just done, because it's better when they're doing their own stuff rather than trying to ride off the curtails of the KOTOR series. Hi, Taro Blood. You're one of the most cowardly Mandalorians I've ever met.
Master from Ord Mantell, gone. The Chiss droid builder fond of explosives, gone. That just leaves your protege to remove.
I don't like him.
Not meant to, he's a dick. I say one of the most cowardly Mandalorians I've ever met.
The rules forbid killing
What a pussy. Mandalorians, you're a warrior species. Warrior race, you need one. Every science fiction needs one.
I simply eliminated them as threats. And how does
So watching the Mandalorian cosplayer meet is hilarious. It's just
destroy the upstart so-called crew. Innocently unaware.
twiddling my thumbs, as you do. Oh, fail. Quick draw.
That scum. He didn't even have the guts to kill them himself. He had his lackeys do it.
Ah, Mako. Still handles like shit.
The big mouth running the show claimed he was
Well, let
terrible.
me think. Reach my
He's a
spot
big
to do the
shot
animation.
before the
Area.
Mandalorian. When he started out, Tarot Blood was major news. Rumor says everyone united against him.
Major
He tried
Fox
the Great
News,
Hunt.
or whatever the galaxy equivalent of Fox News is.
We need to find this man, Mako. He needs to die.
The old man always said this is a thinking job. No,
He needs to die permanently.
Terroblood barely survived elimination from the Great Hunt last time. He was out on his back for years. Major Squash, you know. The Blood's determined to win the Great Hunt. Our best bet of catching up to him is
Major Squash?
in the competition.
He was a high-ranking player in the Galactic Squash tournament. He could play squash like no one else could. Truly one of the greats. But then the drug scandal and the film with him with the prostitutes gets there, and suddenly his career's over.
We need him more than ever.
Because if a man finds prostitutes, suddenly it's a major crime.
Is dead. I should be able to get you a meeting with him.
We'll puppet him like a puppet and pretend to be alive.
Favor I can call
What, Weekend at Bernie's?
I'll need the tags from your bounty. Should be enough for 2 burials.
Oh,
That should cover it.
about those
Do
tags.
something nice for them.
Oh, I do.
At least
In my
it's less
pockets I have in my
than being
armor.
cesspool of a planet.
Nice
I
angle.
did everything to build your reputation, but now you'll have to make an even bigger impression. Nemra's enemies are all over.
I can bullshit my way to a hut
Take out
anyway.
some leaders before
You just
visit the
praise a
palace
hut a
and
lot and
your
they
scorpions
like you.
back.
They're like having an ego stroke. Level 5 already. After 2 missions with level 5. Do. Am I now brown armor? Probably armor. It's a pair of trousers on the top with a jetpack on the back. I wouldn't exactly call it armor.
Do you remember when we were playing through, I was adamant about going to certain places to get the right armour?
Yes. Thank God you didn't know about the holocrons and datacrons. There's a fucking marathon. Actually, if you want a marathon quest, trying to get HK-51's a fucking tedious treasure hunt across the galaxy to find all the parts. But you can get HK-51, which is like HK-47 but without meatbag. HK-47, truly the greatest of us all. Dead. We've been playing this game with a blaster. I'm used to having a lightsaber. Only the cool kids have lightsabers. Occasionally 2.
You're talking about yourself again?
Yes.
I'm one of the cool kids.
Look at my lightsaber. That's a plastic tube. Yeah, but it's a lightsaber in my head.
I'm cool.
Wom. Oh, everyone can like Star Wars. They need to become cool again. Yeah, well, prequels kind of did some damage.
So what's I just noticed when you were going on your equipped armour and everything, there was a button that said apply.
I can't remember now. If I see it again. Oh, it might be the costume. You can have certain costume. You can now, if you like how a piece of armor looks, you can now save it, so you can get the new armor and all the stat boosts of it, but you can keep the look of old armor.
Oh.
If you like how one piece of armor looks. Because there is always that annoying moment. You go, yeah, my armor looks awesome. You get a new piece and like, it has better stats, but it looks like shit. And then you're in the ever balanced MMOs. Do I look good? Do I have better stats?
DC Universe Online are able to do that, aren't
Yes,
they?
well, most MMOs. I think WoW, you can do it now. You can do it. So you look at in first person.
Oh, for goodness sake, Sean.
There is pole dancing in a Star Wars game. Disney would have a fit. Ladies, sadly you can't watch. Let's go check out the band who aren't playing that one song. Oh, this guy's got a chance. He's hitting on the Rodian of all people. Well, they're not playing the right music. We all know every cantina across all of history Star Wars only ever plays one song. This is like a bit more of a funky jazz beating to it. Or is the jukebox? But man, they're really enjoying it.
Everyone's out there they're not dancing to the rhythm of the song at all.
No, they're dreadful dancers. I can't get there. We up step. Argonauts.
It's an Argonaut.
They talk by grunting. Wherever they talk, it's terrific.
I like Argonauts.
They're Jawas who are hilarious and funny. Especially funny when you shoot one. Oh, Nemro.
I remember Nemro.
He's 2 different coloured eyes. He's like the Hut version of David Bowie. Now I want life on Mars and Hutties.
Man,
He's not making that. Somewhere Nemro the Hut.
now I'm just imagining him being voiced by him now.
Yeah. Be awesome. It'd be like Labyrinth in Star Wars. It'd be amazing.
It's an Evokai.
Well, it was. He's not going to come back alive.
Boss,
You may now approach.
come to beg for mighty Nero's attention. Ikuramo, ubanjoraliba istimbobo.
Bobo.
Now, was it you who was telling me something about why huts tend to have sort of slave girls in those bikinis?
Well, they have slave girls, period, because they're property, and the more they have, the richer. Huts like being rich or being the richest and looking like they have the most shit. And so the more they have, the more richer they are, and they can show them off. They are literally just property, things to be passed around. If you remember Jabba in Return of the Jedi killed, I forgot her name, that Twinix slave girl like that. He has plenty of them. Doesn't really care. You don't see many huts. I like the huts. They're not the nice people, but they're an interesting race that exists in Star Wars
Nico
universe.
said you're a powerful.
Is he blind in one eye?
I don't know if it's that or they're just different colours. They're just different colour eyes. I think Matt is not exactly going to be going anywhere, is he?
No.
Also, huts are surprisingly resilient to the Jedi mind trick. The huts
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
They are, because it's willpower. They are surprisingly. Luke found out when it didn't work on Jabba.
Well, it's the same thing about Jedi mind tricks didn't work on Watto either, did they?
No. Well, the other theory is Jedi mind tricks work on people who are used to taking orders, not giving them. That's how it works.
Really, has the idea, like you said, they don't work on the strong-willed.
No. How dare he raid your holdings with you keep these people? Morals are... I like buying her story. Morals are optional. Be a real mercenary in this.
Hut Spain once blasted into other palace, killed pile of captains, murdered a mighty hut.
Me learn full English sentences by end of game. I want to stay and then catch a couple of drinks, watch the game. That's Berserk, Satback, Swoop Racing, games. Oh, I remember this argument so here I show it off the argument we had last time. About this argument we had last time where I said, look, a reference, and you went, oh, well, after this.
Of course.
That's an Evokai.
Bounties takes me from
Yes, morsel.
He gives me a name.
Oh, yes, the reference.
Yes, we'll get to later where you said it wasn't there, but I said it was there.
Nemro orders me to keep.
That's because when on my one, it didn't show anything on my screen.
Did you have the graphics turned down?
Talking about
I think I might have,
Might be
yeah.
why, it takes a lot of detail. This is on full.
Enforcer's hard to hide, harder to keep.
I can do both. I'm great at stern talking tos. I can write him a strongly worded letter if you want.
Go to work, Count. Wave your gun, Chief.
Oh, dude. In the background, just like things going back and forth.
I have a stack of credits for you.
Almost went Yoda there. I have a stack of credits for you. Droid. Wookie. Droid. What was it Han Solo said?
Let the Wookiee win.
Edge approved to why. We always have Gamera guards. Oh.
It is always it, isn't it?
Wow, it's again. This game runs on. If it's in the films, we'll reference it, which is why all the ships look like Star Destroyers. All the troopers, Sith troopers look like basically grey stormtroopers, and all the Republic troopers look like actual stormtroopers. Even though the Sith had their own armor in the KOTOR games, they went, "No, we gotta make it look like." But they kept the Republic design for the old Republic design for the Republic ships,
I never miss my mom.
which suppose makes sense because the design for the Republic ships in the films was the Imperial ships. That would get very confusing.
There are many things, as you say, just in terms of the aesthetics.
Well, they're trying to reference the films and make enough people happy, while simultaneously pissing off fans of the original KOTOR game stuff, which they did a lot of. We never did get KOTOR 3. We barely got KOTOR 2. Oh, walking everywhere. I miss my speeder. But I do have a sprint from level 1, so I miss it a lot quicker. Ah, bog people!
That's culturally insensitive.
Fighting bog persons. Financially disadvantaged people. Hut. Disadvantaged by huts usually. After all, it's their planet now. And they already ruined it. Hutt's like Republicans. They don't believe in environmentalism, like at all. Where's that guy? Ah, there's the guy I need to give a stone talking to. Alright, you!
Morsel a hard time.
Just by the punch him in the nuts.
What? Who you... Oh, man. They look
Oh.
It's the cyborg guy that scares them.
You know, boys, we're just having some fun. We didn't think...
Even though I'm about 5'3" tall. Oh.
If I have to come back out here, it will be the last
Oh.
time.
You are not gonna have to come back out.
That was really dark, so this might be threatening.
We won't give Morsel a hard time anymore. Won't even laugh at his name. Swear.
Pinky swear. Yeah,
Good.
I now have a hood. Awesome. Ages before you get a proper helmet.
It's quite a while.
Halfway through half before you get an actual Mandalorian set of armor.
Don't get a lot of visitors here who aren't.
This guy is
aren't
way too
savages.
cheery.
You come to the work camp looking for laborers?
No offense to the guy behind me, but they're all backwards people, if you know what I mean.
Well, good to meet you then. Nice talking with someone who doesn't live in the mud for a change. My name's Barsunta, by the way.
Again, no offense to the guy standing next to me. He always does this to me.
Profitable. Most Evokai are decent, though not too bright.
Like the people, they're smelly. How I mentioned how much they're just
Say
scum,
hello,
basically.
Lamont.
Welcome to Barsunta's many treasures.
Hello,
The
Emma.
Black
Okay,
Death who
nice.
slaughters my people.
Lamont, I keep telling you, not every off-worlder knows the Black Death.
Well, that was blunt to the point. What?
This isn't a problem.
This Black Death. Is it a man?
This is one of those great moments. Say hello, so and so. Do you know the Black Death who slaughters my people?
Oh, well, we have to beat you again. You won't learn your lesson. Go on, get the cattle prod. Or the bantha prod.
He started out hunting hostile Evokai in the swamps, but now he's killing ones from the work camp. Having the time of his life. Keeps their ears and teeth as trophies.
I love that they don't give a shit until their property gets shot.
You know, I'll bet
Suddenly
someone
it's
like
now
you
a
could
problem.
convince
Not because
this
they care,
guy.
but because they're losing their
I'd
property.
sure make it worth your while.
I remember the Black Death.
Business.
Fantastic.
Comes from everyone's favourite corporation from the Kotal series, Zerska, who maintain being just stupid in this game.
This Black Death guy doesn't like visitors. You'll probably want to do something about his droids before you try
If
talking
he's not
to
black, I'm going to claim racism.
His armor is.
Yeah, he's not. Fucking racially insensitive as well. So much called Disney and complain.
This game wasn't made by Disney, or even
It
owned.
doesn't actually have any references in it. In fact, the thing is to reference LucasArts. Come on, you want Mickey Mouse in this. Oh, hello, I'm a Dark Lord. I can't do Mickey Mouse voice in my life. I want Mickey Mouse as Dark Lord of the Sith. Darth Mickey. Dun, dun.
Surely he'd be given a different name.
Darth. Yeah, but most of his names are stupid. Shoot some hunting droids. Shoot some hunting droids. Dead. No one likes you. I am the Brown Death. That sounds shit. I need a better name. That sounds like someone who kills you then shits their pants. I am the Brown Death. That's not quite as threatening as it should be. Come back to me, Uncle Bear. Yeah, power tech's all about flamethrowers and more flamethrowers.
Hang on, I didn't know you could power tech this early on.
You select your advanced class in the character creation now.
You're a hard man to get a
Ah,
hold of,
Zerka.
Black
Whenever
Death.
you want scum,
What are you talking about?
if that is your real name, well, sorry, the Black Death. He has a different article.
I like that. His title is The Black Death. Black Death? What are you talking about?
Natives' ears.
I always take trophies from my kills.
That's my job.
Joy. I have Gundark ears and Rancor tusks too. We both know Evokai are
You
no
hunted a
better
Rancor?
than
I had to
So
believe.
stop pretending this is about them. Look, I understand how things work here on Hutta. I'll pay you handsomely to leave me in peace.
You're not buying your way out of this.
Oh.
Oh, for the love of... What do you want from me? Stop wasting my time and name it.
You'd argue your head
want
is
you
kind
dead,
of
you
the
sick
light side
filth.
option.
Yeah.
Dare you?
Star Wars always has a problem with very black and white. Dead. Problem solved. Now who's the Black Death? Not me, I'm dressed in black. Well, I think you can dye armor now. With certain armor, you can dye different colours.
Why are the hunting droids still operational?
Because it's an MMO and the world doesn't actually change.
Yeah, I know.
Occasionally you get to an area, kill all these things, some bastards have got their ahead of you and kill everyone already. You have to wait for them to respawn, and then some other dickhead shows up. And then you start... Oh, if you want humour, Drummond's cast chat is always hilarious. I don't know why it's always Drummond's cast, but Coruscant track's boring. Drummond's cast has generally seen some hilarious conversations break out. Including one about the Cyrillic language.
Seriously?
Yeah, just random conversations you witness there. Or when one guy did his sexual roleplay in general chat accidentally. That was also funny. Like someone, I don't think you want that to be in general chat, mate. We know exactly what you're doing. Keep it private chat. He got mocked a lot. I assume it was him. Might have been a woman, I don't know. You can never tell with the MMO characters who's actually behind.
As case in point shows.
Well, it's I like the female voice actors more. It's Catwoman from the Arkham games, and I can condemn Catwoman.
Is it?
It's Grey Delisle. It does a shit ton of voice work. She's also Princess Azura and oh, what's it called? That animation everyone watches. She's done a lot of Catwoman, not a lot of things. You also hear a lot of. You'll hear Steve Bloom a lot in this game everywhere.
Yes, that's true.
You do hear a lot of people. But this game has one of the most voice acting ever in a game. This was the first time an MMO was entirely voiced. Like, everything is voiced in cutscenes.
To destroy my village. Are you proud of yourself?
I also do not have full English language or basic language.
Butcher all the women and children as well.
Nobody else needs to die but you,
Of course.
Hutsbane.
If necessary.
There is no reason to kill Hutsbane. The Hutts would slaughter us like criminals.
I am wise man of this
Who
village.
have taken what is not theirs.
Yes. This planet was home for Evokai long
Join the
before
club.
the Hutts came.
You're a warrior. You must understand why we fight for our birthright.
Huts are fat, thieving slugs. No doubt about that.
You see?
Whoa,
Hutsbane,
that made a change there. Oh, I jumped up time continuing that.
You are here for Hutsbane's head. But Nemro does not know one Evokai from
You seem to be very well informed about why I'm here.
Warriors' heads all look
You
alike.
know more when you're letting on.
You would desecrate our dead and give it to
Baratata
this?
spirit
To an
leader.
outsider?
You want me to bring Nemro another Evokai head? Clever.
It is
Well,
the
fine, no.
only way to save a warrior
Very clever.
who inspires greatness in our people.
No, there is no honor in making deals and butchering our own dead.
Calm yourself, Hutsbane.
I didn't get this eye patch for nothing. Shows you how badass I am.
I was going to say, behind, you can see the animation occasionally, behind the eyes, eye patch, he's got an eye.
Probably faking it.
Outsider, will you take the head of a dead warrior as a substitute?
Only if I
It's
can
against
hack
my
it
better
off.
judgment, but I'll do it.
Good. Give me a moment.
And didn't they used to have, isn't there supposed to be some kind of feature that you can tell whether it's the light side or the
You can if you
dark
mouse
side?
over it. I don't bother right now. I'm just using numbers on my keyboard.
Oh, you can actually hear the hacking.
There's your head. Yeah, you want to get it quickly. It's gonna.
Here is the head of a fallen warrior.
They're very small heads.
Nemro is a great fool. He will accept it as Hutsbane's. Now please go.
Actually, very few of the
You have
Huts are
killed
generally
many
fools. They're
Evokai
incredibly
warriors
sneaky and clever.
today. Do not return here.
Sorry about that. Sometimes it's inevitable.
Oh,
Just go in peace.
They'll still attack you when you
yes.
leave, though.
I got a phone call.
Hey girl, it's makeup.
I used to do that when we had our joint conversations. Just call it, because I can't be asked to walk away over there.
Find out more about the Great Hunt or Braden's
That was
killer.
always funny. Just me in
Well,
hologram form.
more.
Hi, I'm here.
Busy girl. The man who killed Braden really was Terror of Blood, a big shot from Alderaan. After he washed out of the last Great Hunt, Terror spent years
Oh,
building up
Alderaan.
support with the Mandalorians.
10 minutes
Great
there, and
Hunt
you
is a
thankful the
Mandalorian
planet got
tradition,
blown up.
and true
I remember when we went to Alderaan.
Fuck Alderaan.
Terror
Fuck
is
the
made
noble
of
houses of
one. He
Alderaan.
competes with them to
They're all
enter.
just.
Now, he's buying off the other Mandalorians.
I can
so
see
they
why
don't
this
hang
planet
out
got
on
blown
you.
up. Also, if all drones all kills your frame rate with trees. Like, oh god, all trees, frame rate imploding.
Wasn't there a line one of the times when we were Alderaan that says, I'd rather have the planet blown to 1,000 pieces or something like that?
Yes, they reference that a lot. I'm like, you do halfway while just go, I'm fed up with all this.
saying goodbye to Brayden and Jory, I caught someone following me. He was dressed like
But good
some
news, more
awful
stupid
tribesman,
than tonight.
tall, wore a white bone mask, like a death's head.
This fella try to come after you?
No, but
Holy
he
shit,
was
it's
on his
Jeremy
back,
Grievous. He's
and
back.
Eyes open.
How can he be back? It's not there yet.
Same species. People forget Grievous is actually not a robot.
Yeah, he's a cyborg. He's got a tragic backstory.
Yeah, Kalish, Jedi Hunters.
Yeah.
Never
The
get
Grievous, genuinely, people should look into the. I think Grievous is a great character. It's just he's done awfully in the film.
They never even explain why he coughs in the film.
It's to do with the you see in the Clone War the proper.
Makes Windu Force crush his chest.
Yeah.
Which is why he's wheezing through the film. How the lightsaber fight was cool in episode of Jeremy Grievous. With the four-handed. Yeah, that's kinda cool.
But they should look into the backstory that Grievous has, because it's properly tragic. It's dark as well, because the whole reason he turned down the generalship of the Confederacy. His shuttle left the planet, and then Dooku arranged for it to crash, with killing everybody on board, including his own personal guard. He was a great war hero.
Yes.
In the Kalish, what was the other race they were fighting? It was a Civil War.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Because the Republic favoured the other side, which is why the Kalish hates the Republic.
I'm telling you, the new Zerka labor models, they don't stink.
Um,
You don't have to feed them.
Yeah, Dooku arranged for the ship to crash, and then in agreement they would sort of rebuild them and everything. That's also why the Magna Guard, Grievous himself trained or programmed, gave the combat training programming for the Magna Guard, as they were identical to his Magna Guard. That's why they wear the cloaks in the films, because
I'm way useless. And you know, taking down quite quickly. I'd like to start off, but
we will.
That's enough, Emot. Get back to
I'm going to shoot someone. Also, I want royalty money.
Here's your credits, my friend. Safe travels to you.
And I'll get out the whip again. The light whip. Which is a real weapon that exists, the light whip. It's like a light
it's weird because he's got a really nice, he's got a probably smile face there, and just goes, "Safe travels to you," and goes immediately back to that sort of that.
You just leave here. Please stop, master. That's just like, these are horrible people. Oh dear. It's Bog. I want my speeder. Damn, that person over there has a speeder. Quick, hijack them. There's 43 people on the server.
How do you know that?
Number in the top corner. Top left corner. That's how much mail I have. Which I didn't get so much of it. And 43 so many people are on the server. Or on the planet on the server. Not on the server entirely, but on the planet. Name of... In case you forget where you are. Like, oh, Montata. Good. I will give credit, all the planets are different. There's...
Yes, there's true.
Hutter, Drumcar, or Hutter / Korriban. Then you go to Balmora or Taris, Nashda, Alderaan, Tatooine, Kesh, Hoth, Voss. Voss are fascinating. Voss, very fascinating. And then later on you go to Corellia and other places.
Coruscant.
Well, yes.
When you're Alliance, Republic.
Yeah, you probably go to Coruscant. Fuck, the Senate Hall is too big for its own good. It's a long walk where we have to go. And the space combat. This is kind of bullshit. Well, there is now actually PvP space combat in the game. You can actually do full-blown space combat.
It's less jazzy.
Yeah, it's got a bit more of a, I'm not sure.
Pop.
Very cheery for a hot pass. Oh well, trying to cover the smell of the dead bodies then.
With music.
They get bored. It's empty actually, there ain't no people around. But off day. I am on.
Dead savage.
I just love it. Your head, sir. You can assume.
You asked for a head. I went and got it.
This is my Superman pose. I always stand and look threatening.
Or Peter Pan.
Or Captain Kirk. Shatner insisted.
Wonder Woman does the same pose.
Yes, there's a lot of people do the pose. I am heroic. It looks fine in cartoon, but in real person it looks kind of stupid. Again, see Captain Kirk. He looks stupid, Shatner. Okay, it's Shatner. His ego is bigger than the Enterprise, but. Whoa.
Whoa. Ah, the rust yards. I remember them.
Well, I won't be seeing them. It's already near an hour long. I'm like, oh my god, this takes forever to do anything. I haven't even got the flashpoints. We can take hours to do by themselves at times. Something a long time. Torba.
He's got a thing about
I
heads.
suppose I can do that.
Well, everyone needs a hobby. It's probably proof the person's dead. The head. I doubt he gives a shit about it. Can't somebody give a shit about ethics or people's rights in general? They don't really care.
See Judah when you want credits. She pay you for dead savage.
Oh, you'll get titles for the game, various titles.
Yes.
Apply to your character. Some of them are dependent on your alignments and plot things that happen. Some of them are quite funny. I have a belt! Thank God my trousers stopped falling down. We talked to Judah and that's it.
Yeah, I
Judah
think I've
and
got
that's it.
something
The
for you.
accountant.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Working women have to
totally
watch
from the
out for
valley.
each other. Here you go. Credits for the head of Hutsbane. Good work there.
Yeah, that was necessary for its own cutscene. That was
Yeah, because isn't it? There's a scene with her later when you end up leaving Hutter to do with a mother or something. I think.
So yeah, that was just the end. We're going to rest in the canteen because we're already at an hour. I'm really starting. It's an MMO. They take a while to get going. So where can you find a seat? Ooh, bar. It's a bar more like a coffee house.
Yeah, it's a weird look.
We're done. That's the Old Republic. The Star Wars fix for now. Until we get started on KOTOR 2.
Which at some point we will.
It's a very good game. It's probably one of the smartest Star Wars stories ever told. And it's half not done, it still manages to be clever. If you want true grey morality and borderline a nihilistic view of the Star Wars universe, you'll get it in that. And the Jedi are not the good guys in that at all.
That's interesting.
Neither the Sith, but the Jedi really aren't. They are treated like... You could argue the Jedi and the Sith are no different. They are both religious zealots.
That's true.
Sith breeds psychopaths, Jedi breeds sociopaths. Either way, they're all kind of not right in the head. As they say, the galaxy would be better off without either of them. There'll be a lot less wars, so the Jedi and the Sith are mainly the reason for most of the wars in the Star Wars universe.
Yes, that is true.
Or at least the Force in some ways relates to every single major conflict.
But then it would depend on that thing that you were saying about it being a sentient being.
Well, that's a theory. The Force is sentient and manipulates things. Also, you can't get rid of the Force. Disney loses a major marketing focus on lightsabers. You've got to get those toys out, otherwise, people might think for themselves.
Yes.
Anyway, next week, something else he can nerd out on, with some giant robots to transform into various things. Like some people have heard of them, I don't know what they are.
Yay!
The Michael Bay version.
No.
Not Michael Bay version. In fact, I don't know what it's in continuity with. We'll find out next week. You'll know these things. You know everything.
Yes, I will. I know all about it.
Good.